We are in a period of time where the stakes are higher than they've ever been before. After the war of the Meta Liberation Army, Shigaraki placed his body in the hands of Dr. Garaki, all to gain the strength to destroy everything. And little did Shigaraki know, if he could withstand 4 months of hellish pain, he will have the ultimate powers in the palm of his hands, even the ability to steal one for all. And now he has an opportunity to steal a quirk that's even greater than one for all. But not if Star and Stripes have anything to say about that. Towards the end of Shigaraki's treatment, All For One ended his treatment early to interfere in Star and Stripes' arrival in Japan and also to steal her quirk, believing that if they can somehow get their hands on her quirk, then everything would be in the palms of their hands. But Star and Stripe is the strongest woman in the world, ranked among all the heroes globally as the greatest. And with her crazy quirk and tremendous strength, she is All For One's biggest threat. As soon as she finds out Shigaraki came all the way to her to start a fight, there was only one thing that she could do. Star and Stripe order her crew to switch on their force field and assume their battle formation immediately, preparing everyone for the possibility that they could die by saying she will ensure to bring their remains back to their loved ones. In the midst of getting ready for battle, Shigaraki mentions that he's felt an odd sensation since reawakening. Despite the fact that he knows he's Shigaraki, he's also All For One as well. After trying to comprehend this, Shigaraki combines radio wave, air cannon, and heavy payload to create an incredibly massive attack that, if we're being honest, would probably kill everyone in the Pearl Number Liberation War if this was done back then. But even the scaling of that attack is nothing to the world's greatest hero. Star and Stripe mentions that it doesn't really matter if she knows any of the unique quirks that Shigaraki has in All For One, because she's more than capable of destroying everything he has in an instant, and proves this by demonstrating the power of the greatest quirk in the history of My Hero Academia. Star and Stripe has the quirk New Order, where after touching a target, she can call out that target's name and assign it a new rule. At first glance, that may not sound like it's too overpowered, but Star and Stripe proceeds to touch the air itself and create a rule that all the air 100 meters in front of her will cease to exist, completely taking the atmosphere itself away from Shigaraki. This quirk is unequivocally the most dangerous quirk in the entire series, and now we know why All For One says if he gets his hands on this quirk, world domination is evident. Star and Stripe attempted to end Shigaraki by commanding her flight team to attack them with laser cannon, but Shigaraki counters with the combination of reflect and scatter, refracting all the lasers back to Star and Stripe, to which she uses New Order over the lasers to allow her to hold them. And as she does this, the atmosphere around Shigaraki is coming back, which means that Star and Stripe can only create one order at a time on other objects. This gave Shigaraki a chance to attack Star and Stripe, assuming she can't keep up with his immense speed and strength. But little did Shigaraki know, Star and Stripe was planning for Shigaraki to attack her, and she blitzed Shigaraki with a massive blow to the face. We see that Star and Stripe quirk allows her to set up the 2 rules on 2 separate targets at once. One of the 2 rules she has constantly activated on herself, giving her superhuman strength. And with that super strength, she was able to pin down a 98% Shigaraki, letting him know that she had not only touched him but called his name, completing the conditions of New Order. She continues by setting a broken rule of if Tomura Shigaraki moves at all, his heart will stop beating. Shigaraki, for the first time in a long time, felt fear, losing to the first hero he encountered after reawakening. However, this battle is far from over because Star and Stripe fell right into All For One's plans. The rule that Star and Stripe set on Shigaraki didn't work, and the reason is simply because Shigaraki's name isn't Shigaraki, it's 𝙲𝚘𝚙𝚅𝚏. With Star and Stripe not knowing this, Shigaraki began to start raging, tapping into his hidden power and preparing to take Star and Stripe's quirk. But not before All For One attempts to steal Shigaraki's body. Star and Stripe is in the worst position imaginable, within an arm's reach of getting her quirk stolen. So we have to ask, will Star and Stripe's quirk get stolen? Or a bigger question is, what exactly will happen if All For One gets his hands on Star and Stripe's quirk? And well, I wish Star and Stripe would smash me.